What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back in. Chase Games here, and today's video is about this week's arena team, which is apparently, I don't have any information on it. I think we follow JP week by week, so I've been told that it's going to be A rank only. Obviously, I've never done an arena week video before, but having no S ranks allowed, I felt was significant enough that I should come in here and point out some A ranks, especially in the terms of arena. Not everything that's good in PvE is good in Arena. Although it's not as big a difference for A ranks and below. I don't know what the week is. I don't think you're going to be able... the weight is for the week. You won't be able to bring 5 A ranks, but I will point out what is good at the A and B rank and maybe anything below that stands out. By the way, there is a maintenance tonight if you're watching this right away on the 1st. It should hit at 10 Eastern, I believe. 6 hours after reset, so make sure you use your stam up. It's going to be a 6-hour maintenance. I don't know if Arena is going to come before that. It's usually at 8 p.m., I believe. I don't know if it's going to be the same tonight. And also, why there's an update tonight, it's not the end of anything for the 6 month. I guess the end of the daily gems. We may be getting another small lead-up campaign, but that's all speculation. And they probably would have teased something about that. They do normally give us 24 hours heads up, even though it's not consistent, but I don't know, maybe they're going to give us the Valentine's Day event early. My take on that is the way they celebrate Valentine's Day in the game, and what I've learned about Japan through anime, it's more about baking, and less about just chocolate and heart-shaped stuff. So maybe they'll give us the Valentine's Day event with Seraphy early, because so far they've said that they're going to release holiday stuff on holidays, which is a bad idea because that makes things 6 months out of date. Anywho, we'll see what we get tomorrow. But A ranks. Okay, first of all, I've got just top of the list, Believe. If you got him, he's probably going to be good. He has a he's actually type neutral. Alright, let's look at his abilities. I still need to level mine up. Dazzling Multi-Slash. First of all, Blind is going to be very relevant this week, I believe. Because, just in general, right off the bat, A ranks, not just abilities, but A ranks. Remember, A rank casters only have B rank spells. B rank physical abilities that are on A rank physical units aren't capped like spells are, so A-rank physical units are going to be hands down better than A-rank casters. Now, with a lower weight this week, you could argue that they'll have more of a spot, less HP on the units, but the reality is, anyway, B-rank casters, I think, are going to have a spot this week. I think your Raving Lunatics, right here, your Droll Drone, okay, I think they're going to have spots this week, possibly. Other things out of B rank, I mean, your Gargoyle can be good. He is very fragile though, but he could probably one-shot a lot of things this week. Hades Condor, maybe he'll get some love being a 25-point healer this week. Hard to say. Kabuff could be useful because, again, I think smart players are going to bring a lot of physical units this week. Other things, the Mandrake may be good here, but just for points. He's not you know, A-ranked here. Anyway, back to this guy. Again, not many of you guys have him. I told everybody to use your tack points on him, but if you did, that was my goal too, and I only managed to get 3 copies. I bought 1 copy with a meeting card when I didn't get him right away. But this Daunting Multi-Slash, that's a very high potency type neutral attack, okay? And it can blind things. Now the range on it might be a thing. It can hit the unit in front of it and things to the side. If there are things to the side of it, the hits will probably be divided up. This is also where his Awakening perks go to, so this will be his boosted move. It will be... I don't know if this is a one-shot move, but it is going to be darn close. And the... damage going to random enemies, if you know, blind is occasional. That's a decent chance. If you can blind 2 things with him, that's a win. Okay, and then Tempest Slash. Don't get overly excited about this. This is a strong move. Okay, if you're hitting something that's weak to zap, that's probably what you want. He has no awakening perks on it, okay? So it is not going to be strong as Hellions Hellfire Slash or another unit where they have most A rank physical units that have one of these element attacks also have awakening perks going to boost it up by 12 to 17%, something like that. Or 22% even sometimes. So don't. This is good, but don't bring him just because he's Zap, okay? It's more about his Dazzling Multi-Slash, and then Zap. The Zap move is nice too. And he's got a pretty darn good HP there, and he can also buff defense rarely. Double buff defense. I've talked about him, okay? I just did a unit review on him. Now, the other thing I just did a unit review, you're going to see this guy a lot this week. A lot. Now, honestly, I'm making a video about this while I admit that I'm actually not too... I haven't thought about weaknesses and resistances too much. It's going to be a lot different than normal, obviously. We're used to having certain weaknesses and resistances to exploit against S ranks. A ranks, I'm not sure so much. So I don't know how important Bang potency is going, or Bang element's going to be, but this is a very strong... This is 80... when I get this to plus 10, it'll be 84 times. That's 320% potency. Okay, that's huge. Okay, even if they're not, as long as they're not resistant to Bang, that's going to be huge. You got Crushed Ice, which is pretty much only if something is resistant to Bang and you're hitting with this guy. Also, keep in mind, this guy gets 4 move only the first turn. I've talked about this in this video, but he gets 4 move the first turn. And this Blast Fist can hit 2 ahead of him. So he's going to hit just about anything he wants the first turn. And then Burning Helicopter, you know what? If you've got... You should have... If you guys don't have this, shame on you. Seriously. Unless you started yesterday, shame on you for not farming this guy already. Don't disregard Burning Helicopter. Put your C-rank Frizz skills in here. What are you going to use it on? Your D-rank units for Battle Road that have the Frizz spell? No, man. Put all your C-rank Frizz tomes on Burning Helicopter. This is a good move. It's another element. By the way, I said that he had 3 elements in my video because I assumed Crushed Ice was crack element because I'm an idiot. Anyway, if you can use this to take out 2 weakened units, that's awesome. And I mean, you know, it's probably not as strong as Crushed Ice or Blast Fist, even if they have a Frizz weakness, but hey man, it gives him an AoE attack, okay? Don't disregard it. And his stats are amazing. If you want to hear more about him, go watch the video. Okay. So honestly, these guys are probably going to be in most of my teams. Khan is an A-rank caster, but he does have that sleep spell, so if you've got the points, if you've got a team with an enemy with a couple of whoosh weaknesses, I think Khan would be a good choice. But he's pretty obvious though. I mean, he's a whoosh caster with his swoosh spell has the chance to sleep too. So Rhinoceros, I have not really gotten to use this guy yet. Mine's fully awakened. So if you went for, this was Zoma's unit. If you went for Zoma, okay, if you got a Zoma, you probably pulled at least 2, 3, 4 copies of this guy. All right, so 900 HP. This is no equipment on these guys right now. MP, disregard it. Attack 429. That's damn good. Pretty good defense too. Defense is going to matter this week because again, you're going to take on a lot of melee units, and his HP is good enough for casters. 308 on an A rank, I believe, is pretty fast. And he's move 3. His moves, he's got Iolan Slash. That's not what his perks go to, though. So it will be a fine move to use if they're weak to whoosh. But really, you're bringing him for. You know what? Honestly, I'm not really sure about this guy. He's not a big damage guy. This guy is more tanky than attack, because lowering agility really isn't gonna mean much. Now if it does hit, if you hit one of your opponent's fast units with it, it does mean that you could, if it connects the agility drop, it means that you could hit them later in the round, on round 2. That could be relevant, but honestly I'm not sure if this guy really has enough damage to justify bringing him. But keep an eye on him if you don't have a lot of great A ranks and you have Rhinoceros maxed. He's good. I think you're bringing him more for tankability. Okay, back again. My mirroring program sucks. Okay, so just going around. Ragnar is a good tank. I'll probably say the same thing about him as Rhinoceros. You're bringing him to be a tank unit, maybe a bait unit. He can do some good damage, but like his damage output is not really. It's not that great in my opinion. He's not one-shotting anything unless he crits. Boreal Serpent, if you guys have him max awakened, lucky you. This guy is a killer. I just got my last awakening copy on him. Note about this guy is a great example of why every awakening perk matters. I mean, there's another 5, just because I got that last copy, it's 5% more strength and 5% more potency on his rolling attack, which is fantastic. I still need to level up his other abilities, but it doesn't matter because I just use him for rolling attack and really nothing else. By the way, just a quick note here on Arena. If you care about Arena, if you are really trying to win every match, which I'm not saying you need to, okay? But anybody that tells you that you don't need +9 and +10 abilities for Arena is wrong. Flat out wrong. 100% wrong. Okay, if you're just looking to get your medals and you don't care about Arena, that's fine. But if you want to win, if you want to rank, which, me, I'm so-so on. But how many times I've seen a unit standing with single-digit HP, okay? It happens almost every day, okay? Another level on a move, another awakening perk, you know, another potency boost, they matter, okay? They matter. Every point matters in Arena sometimes. So anyway, if you got Boreal Dragon, he's just bring every freaking match. Every single match, bring him. Okay, my favorite, Hellion. Okay, he is a bit of a glass cannon, but it's not going to matter so much this week because there's going to be a lower output, and this guy is going to, I mean, just keep him away from... There's not a whole lot of great crack users in A rank. I mean, spellcasters are fine, but you're going to be able to take spellcasters out pretty easy this week. Bang weakness, you know what? He might... Slann will mess this guy up, so you'll have to take out Slann first, because Slann will definitely one-shot this guy. He'll probably twice overkill him. But this guy's going to go first. Every time. Every single time he's going to go first. Not always good, honestly. So you might have to have this guy hang back, depending on what the lineup looks like. 408, well, that's with his beast weapon on, but he's got an insane attack. Okay, most of us should have this guy fully awakened. 272 defense, I mean, there's lower out there, but he's only got, he's got about 600 HP, so. But his strength is, I mean, he's got his Hellfire Slash, he's got it perked up, he's got an insane defense. Mince, I never find myself using Mince, but, I mean, every once in a while, if I'm only going to do about half damage to something either way, I'll use Mince, because maybe I'll get that defense lower on there, but it is only a one-stage defense lowering, so it's not a huge world of difference on there. And then he's a great target to teach another B-ring scroll, too, for physical damage. Alright. That, by the way, was named by one of my patrons, Abyssian. He's fantastic. Another one named after one of my patrons, King Gooey Phlegm. That's I Want to Know More. Although, I'm sorry, sadly, King Gooey Phlegm is not really something I would suggest bringing this week. Green Dragon, maybe if you're running into a lot of, if you're a low spender, or if you're new, then you only have one copy of him. But if you're day one, if you have this guy farmed out, then you're probably not bringing him. I don't have him, but Orochi is fantastic. If you have Orochi, I'm sure that's every single match. So actually, just disregard Green Dragon, because I think the subset of players that don't have Orochi, but do have a maxed out Green Dragon is pretty small, and then you probably have better options. Wordle, no. Living Statue, I don't think so. He has a good bang move, but he's very tanky, but there's just better options. He's so slow. I don't think any of the casters are worth bringing. Drake Slime, he's way too fragile and just doesn't do damage. Mucifer, I mean, everybody found out week 1 in Arena that Mucifer just didn't really have it. He's as strong a caster as it comes for an A rank, but just A rank casters aren't worth it. So if you're going to bring casters this week, go down to B and C rank. And that's really... I'm not saying everything here is useless. Maybe this lethal armor could be okay. I think he boosts his crack B-type damage move, so maybe he's worth bringing if you have him 3, 4, 5 awakened. I've heard Handsome Crab can do some work. But yeah, really, for me, it's everything at the top of my list here that I've already got to A6. Alright, so let's go down to B ranks. I did that before. Droll Drone, Raving Lunatic are probably going to be brought a lot. It depends on what the weights are, the weight limit is. This guy, I don't know about this Firebird. What does he have? He's got Inferno, which is the same strength as Green Dragon's Inferno move. Okay, it's pretty darn good. If you need a Frizz, if you need a Frizz element, he's probably pretty good. Although you're going to have Hellion. But again, if you got a couple of Frizz weakness enemies, maybe Firebird. Obviously, make sure you rank that Inferno up. Let's see. This guy, I mean, he's a crack user. He's got Crackle, rather. The Blizzard Breath is... Disregard that. And I'm not really a big fan of Snooze in Arena, but... Blizzy Body is not useless, but he's not a big one for me. What is this guy's moveset? He's got Dark Spike. Okay. Yeah, he's got that Frizz. This guy... If you need a B rank unit, he's probably pretty usable. He's got a pretty good defense. He's not good enough that his defense isn't high enough that he's just going to blow other, like, not take damage. But like, I don't know. He's an okay B rank. I probably wouldn't suggest bringing him though. Just kind of doing some of this on the fly, guys. Sorry. This guy. Let's see what his max stats look like. His attack is not that high, but he is only... It's got to be like 330. Sorry, I'm not going to... It takes like 30 seconds to take the weapon off. So I'm going to say like 330 attack. That's fine for a B rank. Just under 700 HP, no equipment. Well, C rank. Who cares? C rank is not equipment. So this guy's fine. He's got Party Boost that could be usable. That could be a good thing to use turn 1 when he's got nothing else to do. His perks, he's move 3, and he's boosting his Hellfire Slash by... let me see, was it probably 17? Oh no, 12%. So not the same kind of boost Hellion gets, but still pretty good. This guy is a good B. If you need another B rank physical unit, you'll probably bring him. But again, if I'm bringing a B rank, I'm probably bringing a caster. Metal Slime can do some work too. I think he's very tanky. If you want to go slow, okay, especially if there's a lot of Frizz and Sizz units on the enemy team. Sizz is not going to be a thing this week, for the most part. There's not a lot of Sizzle casters. If there's Sizzle casters, maybe. But anyway, this guy has a fantastic defense, and he's got cover. If you bring in this guy, obviously it's for selflessness. Although, that's probably if you're going for a turn 3 win. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. It could be the best strategy, and as far as defense teams go, which are fucking stupid, they're fucking stupid, okay? But if you are a fucking troll that likes defense teams, I literally won't touch a team that has Stone Golem on it, so there's that for you. Saber Cub could be, or whatever his name is, he has the demon type move. He's a good choice if there's demons on the enemy team. What about this guy? I mean, if you really need a C rank unit, he's probably one of the better ones. Another thing for C ranks, probably the best C rank, other than Saber Cat in the right situation, would be... well, you know what? This is another cover unit here. No, sorry, it's not. Jargon. I'm thinking of something else. There's one of those fat jar dudes that has cover, I think. Where is it? Should be near the top here. The caster cat. I'm looking at it, I know, and I can't see it. Dracoma isn't too bad here. Angel Slime is a good healer. for, what is this, 20 points. Oh, yes, this guy. Here, the cat. I didn't level mine yet. Okay. You gotta protect this guy, okay? He's gonna get taken down one shot by anything, but he's got Frizzle, okay? He easily hits the Wisdom cap, okay, with a weapon equipped. Easily. And then he is literally... This is a little trivia thing almost for those that don't know. He is literally the best Frizzle caster in the game. The best. The spell Frizzle, he's the best at it, okay? Because he gets 5% potency boost to it, which nothing else does. Okay, it's a little thing. But if you're bringing a C rank, if you've got Frizz weaknesses, maybe bring this guy, okay? He's very strong. You're going to want to put some HP equipment on him, most likely. So I have a really good Magma Staff, but I would probably put some kind of HP weapon on him. But yeah. So, C ranks, they're all very middle here. D ranks, I think that's Foo Dog. He might do okay. You'd have to teach him a scroll, though. Because he has a great attack for a D rank. Yeah, 327. Very low HP, but... and he can attack prep himself. He gets a one-turn double attack boost. That's a move, though. It's not automatic, of course. But his... You know, he has one move. It's a 120% potency move. It sucks. But if you want to hang back with this guy on the first turn and use his attack prep, okay, he could probably one-shot something with a good B-rank scroll move learned on turn 2 for 15 points. That's pretty damn good. Okay. And his attack is high enough that he can still do damage without the attack prep. Other D ranks. Let's see. I'm not saying that nothing else here is usable, but nothing else really stands out as actually being strategic. It's just like the best of the worst. E ranks. I hope you don't have to bring an E rank. I mean, Heal Slime for a heal, maybe. That's about it. Leery Lout, I mean, you could go with the cover strategy. You could put some HP on him, and he'll be good, especially if you resist some things. But I mean, you're taking a death if you have Leery Lout coming and using cover. And then you know, F rank Ghost still has a place, especially if you taught him mid heal or if you taught him a good B rank spell. I think you could see F rank Ghost shine a lot this week if there is room for him on your team, if that's how it comes out when you got an extra 5 points. F rank Ghost. Okay, hopefully this helped somebody. So please like, subscribe, comment. My subscriptions are finally getting up there. They're over 400 now, but seriously, I need a lot more. So if you like my content at all, please just subscribe. Okay, there's a Discord link will be in the description, and as always, if you want to see more poll videos, if you want to see me do those paid once only polls that came with the second part of the anniversary, patreon.com/chasegames, link in description. Thanks again, guys. Have a great night, and good luck in Arena this week.